Sure you start that, just stand out.
Stand out crew. We live and we back with another video.
He's breaking it down like he on the football field, bro. We live. I'm gonna start doing that from now on. We
live and we back with another video, man. Listen, bro. We are talking about the world's most evil children. Kids who've killed.
Kids who've killed. Kids who've killed.
Now listen, I might make it onto here, okay? I've caught a few bodies back in the day. All right. You know. You know, I ain't never been caught.
You ain't getting no airtime, bro.
I ain't never been funny. Stop. All right, but listen, we here to talk about the world's most evil children, man. If you are not really into dark stuff like this, or you know,
click off.
Yeah, you might want to click off.
Leave a like before you click off.
Leave a like and sub before you click off, but click off because this ain't gonna be for you. It's gonna be a little disturbing. You a killer?
Put yourself on line up.
Put yourself on line there. And without further ado, man. Your boy. Let's get into this.
Boom. One.
I'm too funny, bro.
What is up, Ewu crew? Today we are going to be covering some of the world's youngest killers. If you enjoy true crime, mysteries, and true stories, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe.
Bro, I'm getting creeped out by that voice.
Let's get into it.
Oh. No. My head starts
the first story we are going to be covering today is that of 12-year-old Jasmine Richardson.
She kills.
Jasmine was born and raised in Medicine Hat.
She's a killer. Shoot,
I don't know who's getting.
You can kill me any day of the week. Let me stop. I said she could kill me any day of the week.
I was just gonna say that until he said that she was 12.
Wait, she's 12.
That's what he said. Did you not hear what I said? I said baddie, bro. And he said 12-year-old. And I was like, oh.
Listen, it's
like,
not. Look.
It was within a second. I was like, oh, baddie, bro.
Wait, she's 12.
12. That's a 12-year-old right there. I'm like, bro, that ain't no way. She looked 19, bro.
I apologize, but just let you
know,
keep
it a buck with you, bro.
It ain't even that bad because
who's getting killed by that? Who is getting killed by that? But second off, brother, take the reins.
Listen, bro. I'm not an adult, bro. I'm a teen, so it ain't even as bad as y'all about to make it sound like.
Long ago, because if it was like 2010, shoot, we chilling.
She's probably in jail for life. Like yeah, but she's probably in jail for life, though.
Truth.
Shoot.
Alberta, Canada, and was the eldest daughter to her parents, Mark and Deborah Richardson. Jasmine's childhood was not particularly noteworthy, and she appeared to live contentedly with her parents and her younger brother, Tyler.
Just so you're saying she's middle class, basically.
Everything changed when Jasmine became a preteen. Unlike most 12-year-old girls in the Richardsons' neighborhood, who were obsessed with the color pink and spending time with their friends, Jasmine found that she much preferred the darker aspects of life. In fact, she considered herself to be rather edgy and was determined to go against all of her parents' wishes, no matter what they were.
So she was a rebel.
So when a 23-year-old man named Jeremy Steinke started to express an interest in her after meeting at a punk rock show in 2006, Jasmine failed to see what was so wrong about his attention. Since Jasmine was so young, Jeremy found it easy to manipulate her in all of the ways he wished to. According to Jasmine's friends, Jeremy originally told Jasmine that he was, quote, a 300-year-old vampire who liked the taste of blood and wore a small vial of blood around his neck at all times.
God, what the fuck?
Jasmine and Jeremy both frequented a website called vampirefreaks.com and usually communicated with each other via a website called Nexopia, which was commonly used amongst Canada's youth. Jasmine and Jeremy hit it off right away. Jasmine soon claimed to have fallen in love with him, despite their age gap. Unfortunately for Jasmine, her parents were not as excited as she was when they discovered the secret relationship between a 23-year-old and their 12-year-old daughter.
23?
In fact, they were understandably furious and horrified. They told Jasmine that she needed to stay far away from Jeremy for her own good.
1 year.
Unfortunately, Jeremy was incredibly persistent and didn't care what Jasmine's parents thought about his relationship with Jasmine.
I'll be calling the cops.
Jeremy told Jasmine that her parents were the only thing preventing the two of them from being together and being in love. Jasmine, who was head over heels for Jeremy, completely agreed with him and understood that the only way they could stay together would be if her parents left the two of them alone.
Oh, wow, she killed her parents.
Jeremy and Jasmine did most of their communication online after Jasmine's parents discovered their relationship. In their online discourse, Jeremy wrote a message to Jasmine stating, quote, "I have this plan. It begins with me killing them and ends with me living with you."
Oh my God.
As grave as that message sounds, it got even worse.
How'd it get worse?
On a Windows Live Spaces account that Jeremy had, he wrote, quote, "Payment. My lover's rents are totally unfair. They say that they really care. They don't know what is going on, they just assume. As their greed continues to consume, she is slowly going insane. She continues to think that I came into her life to help her out, and to stop what they keep trying to shout. It's all total. Their throats I want to slit. They will regret that they have done, especially when I see to it that they are gone. They shall pay for their insolence. Finally, there shall be silence. Their blood shall be payment." And Jeremy was determined for payment to come.
Hey. Okay. My man.
He said the vampire jumped too far.
Exactly. My man needs to see a bit of
On
sunlight,
April 22nd, 2006, Jeremy, Jasmine, and a few of their friends watched the movie Natural Born Killers, a film about two young lovers who go on an extremely violent killing spree for fun.
12. Why are you
After the movie, Jeremy told Jasmine and their friends that he believed that the two of them should indulge in their own killing spree in the same manner as the film. Only this time, they would spare no one. Jasmine appeared angry with the world, but mostly with her parents and their attempts to keep her from Jeremy. With Jeremy's constant influence, Jasmine...
Where did she get that gun is now my question.
Why? Well, okay, the parents knew that she was edgy, and the parents knew that the boyfriend that she's with, well, you know, predator that she's with, is also edgy and has a huge influence on her. If my kid was edgy and visibly depressed, why would you have weapons nearby and not in a locked safe or anything like that? I know that you could just go out and buy a gun for her, but you need to be scanning that room, bruh. No, and cut off contact. No.
Yeah, I would have took the internet from her. I wouldn't. She would not have been allowed to stay on the internet. That's like the number one thing. No, I'm not. I would
call the police. Cut off the Wi-Fi.
I want to cut off the Wi-Fi because I want to use the internet still. But she would have been banned from using. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh yeah.
And you and wife.
You know what I would have done? You know what I would have done? I probably would have got another router and changed the password so she couldn't get onto that router.
True, but cut off the internet for at least a half a year. At least a half a year.
I would have cut the internet. I would have cut all contact. Make sure she never. I would have called the cop. Make sure he got locked up. And
exactly.
I would have gave her. I would have. Oh man, what would I have done?
I would have given her an ultimatum. I would have called the cops, did all that, and given her an ultimatum. I would have been like, listen, in this household, if you try and sneak out, do this sort of stuff, bruh, because this is serious. This stuff gets you and other people put in danger with this type of stuff. So I would have given her an ultimatum. In order to live in this house, bruh, you can't be seeing this dude, because you know she would try and run away and go to the whatever. So it'd be like, you can live here, you can live at your aunts and uncles or your grandma and grandpa's. You know what I'm saying? Those are your options. You know,
I would have low
it
key.
It sucks, but that's how it is.
Low key, bro. I would have got her some help. She's just clear and obvious that she needs some help. I would have got her some help.
Of course you would get her like a therapist, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know their financial situation though.
Well, they said that they were pretty stable, so I'm
middle
assuming,
class. If they're middle
class,
I would have gotten them a therapist, but I wouldn't have gotten them a counselor. I would have gotten them a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
An actual medical like psychiatrist, and I would have also talked to her too. Like, you gotta make sure.
Of course, I would have talked to her, but dang, from the sounds of it, she was beyond talking to.
True.
Became convinced that her parents were more than a problem in her life. They were the greatest obstacle between her and her happiness. She too was determined to make them pay for it. On the fateful evening of April 22nd, around 1 a.m., Jasmine and Jeremy decided that the time was right, and they struck. Jeremy was the first to make a move when he attacked Mr. and Mrs. Richardson on the ground floor of the Richardsons' home, where he stabbed them both to death. Around the same time, Jasmine located her 8-year-old brother in his bedroom and stabbed him repeatedly in the chest. After ensuring that her parents were dead, Jeremy met Jasmine upstairs, where he then slit her brother's throat. Jasmine told him that it would have been cruel to leave her brother Tyler without any parents to look after him. The couple quickly fled from the crime scene and headed to a nearby restaurant where, not even 2 hours after brutally murdering Jasmine's entire family, they found themselves in an intimate, romantic embrace. Laughing and kissing, the two seemed to have no remorse about what they had done, despite having literal blood on their hands. The following afternoon, around 1 p.m., Mark and Deborah Richardson's bodies were discovered, stowed away in their family basement, and the body of poor 8-year-old Tyler was found in his bedroom. When officials first discovered the bodies of 3 of the 4 Richardsons, they were immediately concerned that Jasmine, who was unaccounted for, had also been a victim of the perpetrator who had wiped out the entire family. They were shocked to find out just how wrong they were. On April 24th, 2006, investigators located Jasmine and Jeremy in Leader, Saskatchewan, a little under 81 miles away from the crime scene. Both Jasmine and Jeremy were arrested for the murders of Mark, Deborah, and Tyler and taken into custody immediately.
No, listen, bro. I would have shot him. No, I would have shot him and took her into custody. I would have shot him. Listen, this is why I would never become a cop. I would never become a cop. I would never become a cop.
I would literally, okay, listen. I'm finna keep it a bug. This is jokes.
No, I'm not joking. I would have shot him. I'm not joking. I would have killed him.
Actually, you know what? I'm never gonna become a cop. All right. So
no, I won't become a cop. Don't worry.
I don't even gotta worry about it. I would literally be the judge and the executioner. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro. You are on a mass killing spree, bro. I got nothing else to do but to be like hands in the air. And as soon as you run, I might have to pull a white cop move and be like, he was resisting. Bow, you know.
Oh no, I'm gonna say that straight up. I killed the killer. This dude killed 2 people. Oh. I would have said he killed 2 parents, mothers. He killed a mother, he killed a father. He got a son killed. And he's a pedophile. Yeah, I killed him. Shot him right in his face, right in between the eyes. There's a bullet hole right there. Right there. I did that. And I smiled when he dropped. Let me stop. Let me stop. No, that sounds like a psychopath. But no, I'm being dead serious. I would have killed him. I would have killed him. No remorse. I wouldn't have felt bad about it either. He lost his chance at life when he killed those two people. He don't deserve life. He lost that.
Yeah. Listen, bro. At least with the other girl, I have a little bit of sympathy for her.
No, I don't have sympathy for her at all. I just want to kill her.
I do. Listen. Because of this reason. If this dude didn't come into her life and convince her that he was all that she needed, she more than likely probably would have never killed her parents. So she was probably already spiraling. I'm not saying that she was spiraling into a deep depression before she met him, but she might have been needing to feel loved. All right. And when someone's desperate and like that, it starts to turn into a mental illness, bruh. It starts to turn into attachment, depression, all this stuff. You feel like you're loved, but you're not being loved. And he's manipulating her into thinking it. Now, what she did was cold and heartless. And, you know, obviously I'm not justifying it, but I feel a little bit of sympathy for her, but it's only like a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta see how you can feel sympathy for her, but I lost all sympathy when she killed her brother. That sympathy went right out the window. That went right out the window.
She killed her own brother. Like, listen. Why would you do that? Why would? No.
I don't know. So that she can live her sick fantasy.
He probably looked up to you as his sister too. And
he probably just him. Exactly. And just so you can live your sick fantasy with him.
As a younger sibling, bruh. I know as a younger sibling, I looked up to my sister and stuff. Like as a younger sibling, you always look up to the older sibling. So he was probably like, oh my God, my sister's so cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then she kills him. Like,
exactly.
He doesn't deserve to be alone.
So she can live her sick fantasy with this sick guy right here. This sick guy right here. I said I would have killed him. I would have shot him on spot.
I hope he got murdered in prison.
If I was in prison, I heard what he did, I would have. Listen, bro, I hear they be doing stuff to people in prison, depending on the charges you have. And I definitely would have been the dude with the shank in the prison yard, stabbing him. I would have been
I'm trying to keep it a buck with you, right? Now, people in prison do be doing that. I hear that pedophiles get the worst.
Pedophiles do get the worst.
If this dude was actually like, you know, charged with like pedophilia and
he would have been.
This dude could have gotten the worst, and I hope they killed him.
I have no remorse for him.
I hope this dude isn't breathing, bro.
Shoot, we'll see. We'll figure out.
Jeremy accidentally admitted to the murder of Jasmine's parents while speaking to an undercover police officer. In fact, Jeremy even asked the undercover officer if he had ever seen the movie Natural Born Killers, noting that he thought it was the, quote, best love story of all time. In 2007, when Jasmine was 14 years old, she went on trial for the murder of her parents and her younger brother. At trial, Jasmine pled not guilty to all 3 counts of first-degree murder. But by July of that same year, the jury decided that Jasmine was guilty on all 3 counts. At Jeremy's trial in November of 2008, he was also found guilty of first-degree murder for all 3 counts. Jeremy was sentenced to 3 life sentences with possibility of parole after serving 20.
Possibility?
No, this dude is finna serve his 3 life sentences.
Shoot, said that, bro. Nah.
5 years.
But
because Jasmine had been a minor at the time of her crimes, she was only sentenced to serve 10 years in prison.
Oh my God, it's already up. Oh my God, it's already up. It's already up.
She's out. No, she's out. She's out right now.
She's out.
Lock your doors. Lock your doors.
Kids. You better hide your kids.
Hide your kids. Lock your doors.
She's been out. She's been out for 4 years. She's been out for 4 years.
Lock your doors. Hide your kids. No, she probably got out early.
She's been out for 4 years. No.
She probably got out early too. She probably only served like 8 years, 9 years of that sentence too.
No.
Hide your kids. Lock your doors. Check them locks. Listen, when I get a house, bro, I'm gonna have 5 locks. I got 5 locks on that door.
No. She's out. She's out. She's out.
Maximum sentencing allowed by Canadian
Huh?
I have to see if I can find her online.
Shoot, bro. They'll probably tell us.
law.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Jasmine's specific sentence included credit for 18 months for time served, with 4 years to be spent in a psychiatric facility, followed by 4.5 under conditional supervision in the community. In 2011, Jasmine was actually released to serve time under conditional supervision, as per her sentencing. By September of that same year, she was given a completely new identity with an unknown name so that she could live free without association to her crime, and started attending university. In 2016, Jasmine's limited sentence was completed, and she was fully released into the world as a civilian once more. The next case we have in store for you today is that of sweet little Mary Bell. Mary Bell was born on May 20.
Oh, listen. Y'all gotta go. No. Y'all gotta go replay that. Listen, my heart dropped. I looked. Listen. I kid you not.
This man, I watched it. This dude went, oh my God. He doubled. He had to double back. He went,
listen.
The thing is I just got done looking over my shoulder. I was like, is somebody behind me, bro?
I had someone to the side of me. My heart dropped. Because listen, bro.
The next case we have in store for you today is that of sweet little Mary Bell.
That right there. You hear that little thunder in the background? I have headphones on. So I was like, when he said sweet little Mary Bell, I'm like, I'm good.
You ain't good.
Mary Bell was born on May 26, 1957, and raised in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, and lived with her mother, Betty Bell.
Oh my God, she looks even
Betty
scarier.
Bell was a 17-year-old worker and was often out of town when she traveled to Glasgow for work. Mary had never known who her biological father was, though her mother ended up marrying a man by the name of Bill Bell when Mary was very young. Mary was mostly ignored throughout her childhood, and the neglect seemed to deeply affect the way she perceived the world around her. She was known to be rather shy, reserved, and never took much interest in making proper friends in school. By the time she was 10 years old, Mary felt as though she was an outcast, with no outlet to express herself. On May 25, 1968, Mary was particularly excited as the following morning was her 11th birthday. Mary wasn't interested in receiving a specific present to celebrate her birthday. Rather, there was only one thing she wanted to do. She wanted to take a life.
Every day, I die over and over again.
I should watch this movie. It's actually kind of interesting. All right, so back to what so for her birthday, Magda's blowing out your candle saying, what do you want to do?
I want to take a life.
Yeah, I want to take a life, just know what it feels like.
So, 10-year-old Mary Bell set out to do just that.
10-year-old?
In Mary's neighborhood, there was a derelict house where a 4-year-old boy by the name of Martin Brown resided. She let herself into his house, and before Martin could even begin to understand what was happening, Mary already had her small hands around his neck.
Why do these old
Within a few moments,
so creepy?
and very little struggle from the 4-year-old boy, Mary had successfully strangled Martin to death. Just like that, 10-year-old Mary became a killer. But she wasn't finished with her crime spree.
She ain't done.
Just 2 months later, on July 31st, 1968,
she was never
Mary
caught?
decided to partake in another dark endeavor, accompanied by her friend Norma Joyce Bell, whom she had no familial relation to. the girls ventured into some local wasteland in the Scotswood area.
Number one, this is what she looked like when she was 10. Is it just me or does she look like a grown woman?
That's a grown woman, bro.
Exactly. They said that this is her when she was 10.
Sorry, but at 10, listen, bro, I'm finna keep it a buck. Now, right now, people tell me that I look older for my age, right? It wasn't always like that, bro. It wasn't always like that. When I was 10, I looked 7, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man stood like an elf on a shelf, bro.
I was when I was 10 years old, I was 4'10", bro. And like I looked like a kid, bro. 4'10", I had the kid look, still that baby face. I hadn't grown into my body, so I was still like, you know, I was never overweight, but like, brother, dude, I just hadn't grown into my body yet. Then I shot up.
Damon, shut up. Okay? I swear you said this like on the channel like 3 times.
I'm finna keep it a buck. I'm finna say it a 4th time.
Nope.
So did you guys know
came across a 3-year-old boy named Brian Howe. Mary held Brian down and choked the boy to death, while Norma allegedly did nothing to stop it. After ensuring that Brian was dead, Mary cleaned up the crime scene to the best of her ability. The very next day, investigators ended up interviewing 1,200 children in an effort to determine new information regarding the recent deaths in town. When police interviewed Norma and Mary, they found that the 2 girls answered the questions in rather evasive ways, leading investigators to become increasingly more suspicious of their potential role in the crimes. When the girls went through multiple interviews, investigators found that they both changed their stories twice. Eventually, both girls ended up blaming each other for accidentally squeezing Brian's throat, but ultimately, both were arrested on August 1st.
Accidentally?
At Norma and Mary's trial in December of 1968, Norma appeared confused and guilt-stricken, which led to her being declared not guilty. Mary, however, was described by psychiatrists as displaying classic symptoms of psychopathy, and she was found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to life imprisonment. Rather than
life for manslaughter? Wait a second. Okay, so
I never heard no life for manslaughter.
Exactly. So I'm about to get on their head for a second, like manslaughter. No, that was first-degree murder. But then they said life, so we good.
Murder charge. Mary was found to have diminished responsibility, resulting in the lower charge of manslaughter. Mary spent 8 years in various young offenders institutes before eventually being transferred to Moore Court Open Prison. There, she actually ended up escaping alongside 2 other male inmates. The 3 escapees were...
She was in a prison with dudes. Oh, dang. Oh, dang, that prison got down.
Well, yeah, it was like the 60s, bro. I mean, they probably didn't have that whole... They probably just integrated them, you know?
Oh, dang. That prison got down, didn't they, huh?
Listen, bro, I would not be surprised if she was getting down in the prison.
No, I wouldn't either. No, I wouldn't either. Yeah, them prisons had to have gotten down. Them prisons had to have gotten down. I'm not trying to make a joke out of it.
Oh shoot. Okay,
I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, bro, but I'm just saying, about
to get this picture royale. Yeah, for a night we about to get down. Hey, let me stop, bro.
Yes, please.
Large for 2 whole days before all 3 of them were
returned
to their sentencing. In 1980, Mary Bell was released from prison with a new identity at the age
Released?
No, back that junk up.
Released?
Mary Bell was released from prison with a new identity at the age of 23 years old. Upon her release, Mary was granted anonymity and even given a new name in order for her to be able to live a normal life. The concept of a killer is terrifying enough, as it is hard for most people to fathom why someone would want to kill anyone, let alone kill multiple people. But perhaps an even more horrifying reality is the fact that age does not define a killer. It only defines their prison sentence. And when they get older, they often return to society. They may be walking among us, and we are none the wiser.
I'm finna keep it a buck with you. Both of the people that we've seen in both of those stories are now free and could be still alive.
Yeah, because the Mary Bell girl, like
Mary Bell was born in 50 something. She
was born in 58. She was born in 58. 58 or 57.
60s.
So she's younger.
She's like 62.
Exactly. And then the other girl,
and then the other girl's like 23, 24 right now. 20.
Lock your doors. Hide your kids.
Because my cousin, she would be like 20, 25, 26 actually.
Lock your doors. Hide your kids. Keep a lock in your bed. Listen, bro, I've already said this. When I get a house and I get a license to have guns, bro, everywhere I go, got a holster. I got a holster on me.
This dude about to be like, oh yeah, you're arresting me? Boom, presses a button on his bed. A gun just.
No. But I'm being dead serious when I say this. I'm saying that when I get a house, bro, and I'm able to own guns, I'm gonna have guns stashed everywhere. You ain't gonna know where they at. Just know they gonna be stashed everywhere. I'm gonna have a shotgun in my bedroom, stashed somewhere. So if someone breaks into my house, I'll have a dresser. So let's say someone breaks my house, the alarm goes off. I'm gonna lock my bedroom door, push the dresser up by the door, and I'm gonna grab that shotgun. It's gonna be loaded. I'm gonna security cams around my house, okay? So I'm gonna watch you slowly walk up my stairs, okay? And when you come up to my door, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, got him! Hey, Bob!"
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm right here, cuz."
Listen,
no,
bro.
I'm getting the drum, bro. I'm about to get a drum and just.
Exactly. I'm hitting you because you're right outside the door.
I'm running in Rambo style, bro, like that Octane dude from Apex Legends. I'm dual wields, bro. I'm finna have a whole minigun, bro. I'm about to have a Gatling gun. Just I'm about to be hitting you from all angles.
Exactly. I'm telling you, that's what I'm about to do. Don't break it to my house, because as soon as that alarm goes off, the door's already gonna be locked. I'm gonna push the dresser up by the door. I'm gonna grab that shotgun, make sure that junk loaded. You feel me? And then I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna call the cops first, and then I'm gonna get on my phone. Okay. I'm gonna watch you slowly walk up my stairs. I'm gonna have a grin on my face. I'm like, I got it. I got him. You're gonna slowly walk up to the stairs. Stairs. You're gonna come up to my door trying to open it, and I'm going. I'm gonna look at my can, make sure I hit you. If you still moving.
Okay, then.
You think I'm playing?
I do think you playing, bro.
Break into my house. Everybody catching shells. Everybody catching shells.
Yo, kids just walk out. Dad, what is going?
My kids try to rob and kill me. Survival of the fittest. You think I'm playing?
We need that clipped, bro.
You think, listen, should have tried to kill me. Listen, I want to live a long life, okay? If my kids are trying to kill me, you can catch shells.
You
it's like
more than this, bell boy.
you can catch some shells. I hope you live, but you gonna catch these shells.
All right.
I aim for your
Well,
legs.
that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy the video, I
aim for the legs. I'll blow your legs off.
If you're a killer,
you're gonna be crippled. You're gonna be crippled, but hey,
please help this man. Go follow his second channels are down.
But hey, I mean, at least you ain't dead.
He has a documentary, not a documentary.
Bro, my kid's trying to kill me. I'm crippling that. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing?
you sub to all
My
of the
kids
channels.
trying to kill me.
Putting
You
my
ended
channel
up in a
I will
wheelchair.
have another second channel coming soon, and
They got
a
a joker
documentary
with
channel
you.
coming right after that.
You
I'll be
in a
posting gameplay
wheelchair.
as soon as I get my computer. It will be
Shit,
very
you might be
soon, like the next
paralyzed,
week.
but that's okay.
And shoot, bro.
You end up brain dead. It is what
within
it
the next
is.
week. First stream will be soon, bro. But you already know what it is. We here with
But
it.
that's okay, man. That's
anyway,
okay.
thank you guys for watching. And
I'll
peace.
bury you. You have a nice funeral. You will have a nice funeral. I'll come and speak at your funeral. Say, yeah, I killed her. Yeah, I killed her. Yeah, but should have tried to kill me. Rest in peace, though. I always loved you.
R.I.P. that. Hey.
You know, I loved you, but you tried to kill me. So survival of the fittest.